Tech has been one of the highest paying industries in the job market for many years. But with all the workforce reductions that have happened recently, there's now a huge supply of experienced job seekers looking to make their way back into tech. Because fact of the matter is, it's still one of the highest paying industries. So if you're looking to get into tech for the first time, there's going to be a lot of competition. But not to be discouraged, there are a few jobs that require little to no experience, and often don't even require a degree. In this video, I'm going to share with you the top 3 easiest tech jobs to get into, the best ways to get into those roles, the starting salaries, and how your career can progress from there. So let's get to it. First is sales. Now, sales is one of the world's oldest professions, and fortunately, it's still quite relevant, specifically in B2B sales, where you're selling some kind of technology solution to another company. This is one of the best roles from which to launch a career because of all the skills that you learn. In a way, you're effectively owning your own business. You've got customers that have business challenges, and you as a sales rep and a consultant, you listen, you understand what those challenges are, you ask more questions, and you really identify the need. And then you work with the customer to arrive at a solution that presumably the company that you work for sells. In the process, you learn many skills. You learn about lead generation, marketing, customer insights, pricing, communication, presentation, and accountability to financial numbers. Starting salaries are around $56,000, but of course this can vary substantially depending on the commission structure. It's not totally out of the question the possibility of earning closer to $100,000 early on in your career. This of course depends on the company that you're with, the quality of the product, which of course the better the quality, the more valuable it is, the easier it is to sell, and your effectiveness as a sales rep. While you could make a whole entire career in sales and it can be extremely lucrative, it can also prepare you for career tracks in marketing, product management, and sales operations. Now, if you want to make it easier for yourself to get your first job in tech sales, make sure to check out Course Careers. It's an online learning platform that teaches you everything you need to know to start your career in tech sales and be effective from the very beginning. And it's not just sales that they have coursework on, they've got other courses and other career tracks as well. So make sure to check out the link in the description below for more information on that. Another easy tech job to get into is IT support. Now, this role can be named a lot of different things: customer support, IT technician. There's a lot of variations out there, but really you're looking at an entry-level role. So whatever fits the bill, whatever requires 0 years of experience to 1 year of experience, that's what you're gonna be looking for. As far as the role itself, if you've ever phoned in to a helpline to get help with some kind of technical problem that you have with your PC or with some piece of software, then you already have a pretty good idea of what an IT support specialist does. They help troubleshoot and solve tech-related issues. They're technically the knight in shining armor for any time anyone has any kind of IT problems. Now, what it requires is a basic understanding of computer systems, hardware, and software, along with problem-solving skills, and of course, a whole lot of patience. You'll be dealing with people who are just not as tech savvy as you are. So it's important to be knowledgeable enough about a solution that you can then present the solution in a way that's easy for them to understand and that doesn't use a lot of technical jargon. Starting salaries, of course, here can also range a little bit, but $50,000 is a reasonable target. No degree or experience really required, but it can certainly help having certifications from CompTIA or going through courses in Coursera, one of the largest online learning platforms. They have an offering that they've developed in partnership with Google, and you'll find it there. It's titled Google IT Support Professional Certificate. And if you start your career there in IT support, you of course have the option to continue down the technical path, and you have opportunities for more pay, more specialized areas of tech that you can become an expert in. Or you can also pivot into support or operations roles. And depending on the company, the type of product the company sells, you may even be well positioned for a role closer to the product itself, or even marketing as you're writing some of the marketing documentation, anything that a customer would reference to get help on how to use a product. Now, another role to consider is project management. Now, admittedly, this role is a little bit more ambiguous. It's sort of generalized, and it's going to be likely a little bit more difficult to get into than the other two. But one reason it's worth looking into is that it doesn't necessarily require you to be highly technical. Project managers are responsible for coordinating teams, managing resources, and ensuring that software or any other tech products get delivered on time and within budget. Now, of course, you do need to eventually learn some of the technical language and understand how the different pieces of a project are put together, but your core role revolves around people and process management. Starting salaries come in at around $66,000. And while this kind of role is going to be a little bit more difficult than sales or IT support, there are industry recognized certifications that can help position you for one of these roles and give you an advantage. Some examples would be the PMP or CAPM certifications. This role can scale up quite a bit in terms of career progression just simply as a project manager. You have to imagine projects can vary quite a bit in scope, which means responsibility or the budget you manage or the number of teams you have to work with in possibly different regions. So as you become more senior in a project manager capacity, that gives you an opportunity to continue scaling in that function, just that you'll have more and more responsibilities. But if you don't do that, it still gives you a really good launching point to go into other career tracks like supply chain, sales operations, or product management, because all of these roles, I would argue most roles, there is some component of project management and being detail-oriented, organized. All these are really generally useful skill sets to have in just about any role. But folks, let me know down in the comments below what you think of these career paths. And if you got your start in tech without a degree or without experience, let my audience know again down in the comments how you went about doing it. But if you need more help landing that first role in tech, make sure to check out this next video where I talk about Springboard. It's an online learning platform that's specific to a variety of different career tracks that you can choose, and it has extensive career support to get you where you want to be. With that said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you around.